Morning, namaste. Oh, I forgot to mute. Hang on. Guys are pretty noisy out there. Okay. All right. Namaste, everyone. Another beautiful morning. And today's Tuesday. We're going to have our joints and glands exercises again today. They are repetitious. Repetition is good for the body and for the mind and for the soul. So a lot of it is going to be the same as maybe it was the last class. But the way I've been looking at that is every day carries a different kind of an energy depending on myself, depending on who shows up for these virtual classes. And it changes, and it's really kind of a beautiful thing to be able to feel that and sense that. So let's begin as we always do. Adjust the spine, head, neck, spine, line it up, roll the shoulders back and down. Sit up as tall as you can. Close your eyes and then begin attending to that breath cycle. So the first thing, the most important, is noticing nostril dominance. And again, that repetition is something that you can take into your day with you as well, noticing which nostril is open. If the right nostril is open, it's a great time for activity. If the left one is open, it's a good time for meditation, book reading, that kind of thing, sleep. So find the dominant nostril, exhale through it, inhale through the opposite, and then continue that circle. And follow it very, very closely mentally. And this in itself is a great little practice. So it brings us more internal, and it brings us at that heightened awareness of our breath. And as gently as possible, switch that rotation. Exhaling through the non-dominant and inhale through the opposite. And those transitions are those important points, both in breath and in physical practice and in life. And keeping the breath smooth, even, calm. Just as we are in transition now in the world, this is where we've come for our solace. So we can't change the world. We can only practice and keep that calmness within ourselves. So then transition, exhaling through both, inhaling through both. And then gently open your eyes. Keep that sense of centeredness. Bring your hands to the heart center. Press the palms and the fingers and the knuckles together. Extend the elbows. And a gentle pressure. And then traveling into prayer flow. So we're inhaling. And exhaling. Lower forehead to fingertips. And then begin again. And then starting with allowing the breath to move the body. So you wait for the inhale to initiate and then move, and the same for the exhale. And with each repetition, just elongate that breath, fill the lungs, empty the lungs. And then come back to your center. Press your palms forward and press like you're pressing against a wall to open up the back. And just to stretch the shoulders forward, inhale it up and reach out of the hips. And a nice big circle back to your heart center. And then again forward and up. And to the heart. And let's do it one more time. Matching the breath. Pressing the heel of the hand and all the knuckles together, just gently. No force, just a more of a sensation. Feeling the palm, feeling the tips of each finger. Noticing the energy that is transpiring between that gentle pressure. And then releasing that, let's go right into seated cat stretch. Exhale forward and inhale up. And as we gradually go into more and more of these, go deeper, elongate the breath. Really feel the spine, feel the motion of this cat stretch. Feel the shoulders, the spine. Neck, pelvis. And one more. And then come back to seated and just sit up as tall as you can again, shoulders back and down, just a soft gaze forward. And then working with the face, so brush off any worry lines, any tension, any wrinkles, just soften the forehead and brush it right off. And then the first finger and the thumb right around the eye socket, brush that off. And then the first finger on the inner eye under the socket. And then the first finger at the inner eye, just along the edge of the nose by the face, where it meets. And give that some really good pressure, especially if you have a little sinus blockage. And then if you do have sinus blockage, you can go right across the cheekbones and give that some good pressure. And then a gentle massage to the temples. Reverse it. And then the jaw joint. Keep your lower jaw kind of relaxed when we're doing this, and go both ways as well. And then tap tap the upper lip or upper jaw. And then the lower jaw. Keep the jaw relaxed. All right, then the heel of your hand at your chin and run up along the jawline. All right, and then take your fingers and work with the ears. You want to pull down on the lower lobes and then run around the outer edge and pull up, and do that several times. And then your first finger massages the inner cartilage. All right, release that. All right, interlace your hands, place them behind your head. So not at the neck, but just above, right at the base of the skull. And we're gonna press against your hands. So don't lean back, just press the head back. So you're giving pressure into your hands, and then release it. And do that about 5 times, press and release. Okay, same thing in forehead. So you're gonna press into your hands and release. All right, release that. And one neck roll, chin to chest, sit up really tall, roll your shoulders back, get your head good and heavy, and just slowly roll it. Go shoulder to shoulder first. And then up to the spine on both sides. All right, finish this one in chin to chest. Back to center. I'm going to work a little bit with the mouth, so open it wide. Relax. One more. And relax it. Drop your right ear to the shoulder. Left ear. Back to center. Look to the right. Chin to armpit. Let's point the nose toward the armpit. And then go over the shoulder, look behind. And look left. Chin to armpit. Nose to armpit. Over the shoulder. All right, and back to center. Let's do one neck roll just to balance that out a bit. And then back to center, we're going to turtle forward and back. So we worked a little bit with this when we had our hands interlaced. But this might be a little bit more for flexibility rather than strength. All right. Pause in your center, just a few shoulder rolls to relax that out, and some forward. And one more working with the neck. So turtle your head back and drop the right ear to the shoulder. Let's drop the arms to your side too. All right, stay turtle, come to center, go left. All right, back to center, and then relax everything all out. And a couple shoulder rolls here too. All right, let's come to standing. And so we work down the torso, starting with shoulders, just a comfortable stance. Let's bring that right arm across the body, and we're going to grab the shoulder blade if you can, or somewhere near it. And try to keep the torso forward and reach the arm. So straighten that elbow. Watch your breathing here. So we're in a contracted posture. Keep the breathing as even as it was before. All right, release that side. Shake it out. Other one. Get a good stretch. Torso stays forward. All right, release that. Shake that out. And just twist and let your arms dangle. Let your hands hit your hips. All right, step a little bit wider and variation of triangle pose, so arms out at a T, right hand to that left foot. Back to center, switch. Center, and then follow your personal breath. Exhale down, elongate the breath. Full inhale, center, and switch it. Keep going. See if we can let the breath initiate this next one. And finish it up. Come to standing. Just do an observe. Keep both feet equal weight. And then inhale the arms up. Give them a good stretch, a little back bend. And into whatever forward fold you're working on. So you can bring the arms down by the side. That's easier on the back if you have back issues. And hands in front of the feet. Come to the floor or your block or blanket, whatever. And if you can get your hands flat, all the better. Arms out at a T, and then inhale back up overhead. And we'll do the little more difficult version. So back bend, and then keep the arms right by the ears all the way down if you're able. If not, do the swan dive version. And then land to the floor or block. Arms to ears and come back up. So this is for a healthy back. Back bend and come to your heart center. All right, and release from here. Okay, let's get set up for sun cell. So today's Tuesday, so we'll do the variation one, the slow version with the 3 variations. And all of you that are here know, oh, Carrie, I don't know if we were doing it then or not, I'm not sure. Yeah, we were. So mountain pose, hands to your heart center. Is everybody ready? Okay. And press forward, up, back bend, forward fold. Take your time. Right foot back. So the variations is dropping the knee and looking up. So this is kind of the standard version in this tradition of lunge. The other one is straightening the leg and lowering the heel. And then keep the leg straight and lower the torso. I like to do 2 to 3 on each side of each variation. All right, finish that lunge, step to down dog, drop your heels, press the hips back. Breathe along that spinal column. And then come into Cobra. So in Cobra, the shoulders roll back, chest is forward, gaze forward, toes are nicely tucked, and back to down dog. So in this part, you know, you can work just on down dog, you can work just on Cobra. Or work with the flow. So all of this kind of thing that I'm doing is outside of what I have actually been formally taught, but I have learned over the years that it's necessary to adapt and to add to it, especially at different times in your life. All right, back to down dog, press the heels, lift the toes. Right foot steps forward, lunging variations on the left. All right, let's step it forward when you're ready. Come to a full forward fold, forehead to the chair. Relax the shoulders. Arms out at a T. Come up, overhead. Let's create a nice deep back bend. And come to your heart center. Rest. Observe just for a moment. I have taken hatha classes in the past elsewhere, and they've lasted maybe an hour and a half. And after each of their sequences, maybe 2, 3, 4 postures, you would lay in Shavasana and actually rest and let those asanas be incorporated into the whole body, into that mind-body complex, which is a really nice way to practice. And I think what I'm going to do is develop some specialty classes and incorporate that into it. Maybe this winter. We're stuck home again. Alrighty, let's come onto the floor. One of my favorite floor exercises is churning. So with churning, bring your legs at a comfortable distance. It doesn't have to be really wide. Let's bring them maybe about like this to begin with. And then arms out at a T, and it's right hand to the left, and your left arm is level to the floor, straight back, you're looking at it, and then come back to center and switch sides. So we're going to keep that going, and then with each repetition, bring your ear closer to the knee. Inhale, center, exhale, down. You try letting the breath initiate the movement. And if your ear isn't getting close enough to your knee, maybe adjust your legs. All right, balance yourselves out. And come to center and relax. All right. Legs straight forward, staff pose, hands by the hips. Doesn't matter where they are. If your arms are longer, they might have to go forward more. Just get the knees to press down and the toes up. And then sit up as tall as you can. This is actually what I've been working on, is sitting up even straighter. And I've been watching some of my videos, now that I can finally watch these videos, I have been noticing that I need a little work on that. My back does tend to blow out in the low back. And that we can work with. All right, forward fold. So arms up, lunge forward, come to that lowest point. We'll turn this into a flow to soften and open up the back. Inhale up and exhale down. So about, I don't know, let's do 5. Release from here. Go back to staff when you're done. Straighten that spine. Come right up out of those hips, shoulders back and down. I'm going to check myself. All right, we're going to come back to standing. So a nice way is to cross the legs, roll forward, and tuck the toes, and come back up. Nice, gentle way. So get your chairs again. We'll use the back of your chair. We'll work with some balance. So first, I'll wait till you get ready. Just a comfortable stance, and we're going to come up on the toes. And release. Keep your gaze forward, come up again. Try to let go of the chair. And release. Okay, keep your chair handy. We're going to bring the arms forward and come up. Always look forward, never look down. You know where you end up. All right, lower. Shake your legs out a little bit, it might hurt. And then this next one, we're going to go to the right and back to center. So come up to the right. Center. And release it. And then left center. Come up. Left. Keep your eyes going left as well. They kind of follow your hands. Center. And relax. All right. Rub your legs. All right, both sides. So right center, left center. Okay, come up. And release if you're done. And take care of your legs. All right, we'll work that out a little bit. So use the back of your chair, and we're just going to do leg kicks, so that'll kind of take care of that. So kick. About 10. And then the other one. Shake it out. And we're going to do another set of that, but really fast. Both sides. All right, relax. You're done. Shake it out a little bit. And knee swirls. So bend that right. Keep the part of your leg level to the floor and work just from the knee down. We all know this one. Don't use your foot. And always reverse it. This one is actually harder than it looks. All right, relax that side. Other one. Keep it level. I'm just using that edge of my windowsill. Reverse it. All right, and relax, shake that out. Go right into a dancing knees, our favorite. I won't show you my knees again. We all know how to do that. So get them to really move. You can start with one and then the other and then alternate and then both. And I think everybody here gets their knees to move now. And then if you can't, you know, the solution is to come into staff pose and do it that way. It's a lot easier. This is the advanced version. All right, relax that, shake them out just a little bit. We're gonna do another balance with tree pose. So back to the back of your chair, weight in your right foot. Let's do training wheels first. So toes on the floor, bottom of your foot on your ankle. Once you're here, tuck the tailbone in. It's just a slight motion. Roll the shoulders a little bit back, hands to your heart center. A variation is interlacing behind your hips. So keep your eyes forward, slow motion, open the chest. Arms at a T. Overhead, straight up. Bring your palms together, bend the elbows. Come to the heart center. Release and switch sides. So training wheel version on this side, the knees pointed out to the left. Interlace behind the hips, open. Keep the gaze always forward. And the body tipping slightly is a natural motion of the body. It's always trying to find its balance, that center point. Arms out at a T. Overhead. Palms together. Back to the heart. And release it from there. All right, just quickly, we're going to do the other version of tree with your toes right above the ankle bone, but we're not going to let go of the chair. So just whatever side you're working on, and work with the knee. Press the knee back, keep it open, keep the hip open, torso forward. Now, if you feel stable, you can just let go and then hang on. All right, come out of that side switch. Toes right above the ankle. Work with that knee out to the right or out to the side, whatever side you're on. You can try tucking the tailbone just a little bit, shoulders back, stand up really straight. All right. That's release. Okay, shake it out. And let's do a little bit of tummy work. So from standing to the floor, bend your knees, come to all fours, and then gently release yourself down to the floor. Let's bring the forehead to the floor. And then arms outstretched along the floor overhead. And today we're working, for now, just on the right side. So lift the right arm and the right leg. Forehead stays down. And release it. Turning it into a flow 3 times. Just the right side. And then the left side, both arm and leg, and hold it. And then start the flow. If you're done, opposite side, right arm, left leg, hold it, and then 3 flows. And as soon as you're done, opposite side. All right, take a break, just rest your cheek. And we're going to stay in this position, but do half boat. So bring your forehead back to the floor. And with straight arms, you're going to lift the arms and the head and chest. Looking down. And then release it and do the 3 flows. When you're done, both legs, hold them up, and then the 3. And if you're done, or whenever you're done, press to child's pose. Gently come out of child's pose. Make a nice, easy, gentle transition onto your backs and hug knees to chest. Almost done. Rock side to side. If there's enough energy left, forward and back. Give the knees one good hug. Happy baby. And then release gently into full Shavasana, full rest pose. We've only got a minute left, so try not to skip this part. Take a deep breath. Exhale down the width of the body, down the legs, out the toes. And inhale back up the legs, the width of the body, right up the crown of the head. And repeat sweeping breath several times. With each exhale, gently relax, deepen the rest within the body. With each inhale, bring renewed energy, positive thought, happiness, contentment in all things. Just a few seconds of silence. And then gently roll to your left side, come to seated. Take a nice deep breath, exhale twice as long. Hands to your heart center. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.